Are you ready? G'day guys, Josh here and Linda from the Jungle Collective, and this is Winston. We thought we'd just say, firstly start with a huge thanks. It's been a pretty wild journey for us. It's been 3 years, but obviously the last 6 months have been more testing than most. But yeah, for everyone who's come along with the journey, we really appreciate that. Linda and I, we're not sort of the people who want fame or anything like that, but we're also coming to the realization that the brand's probably a little bit misunderstood as well. So we thought it'd be a nice way to just do a few videos, just a few quick videos, just highlighting and giving a little bit more insight into the business.
Yep, and so how did we meet? We started dating when we were 18. We met at a house party, so we're basically high school sweethearts. We have the same birthday and we're now 34. So we've been dating for almost half our lives, and we got engaged last year.
And why did we start the Jungle Collective? So basically I had a concussion, and I've had quite a few in the past from football. But yeah, this last one sort of really threw me around, and it was basically like a one-man lockdown, which now everyone can sort of relate to. But it also, I couldn't look at screens, I couldn't work, basically couldn't do anything. And plants was one of the real outlets for me at that time. I already had a pretty good rare plant collection. But yeah, it was just something like optimistic and something to do. And that idea of things improving and growing was really important for me during that challenging time.
We're already living in a warehouse and we love plants and parties, so we thought having a plant party would be a really good thing to do during this time.
And basically, yeah, we launched it kind of not knowing what it was going to be, or whether it was going to be popular. And then there's probably about 3 online event listings that sort of gave it a big push that night before. So all of a sudden it sort of went from like 250 to like 700 or maybe even 900. So yeah, we're kind of blown away and ready to go.
We had so many plants in our warehouse that we slept on the floor the night before, and the lights from the street were so bright that we couldn't sleep, and we kept thinking we were going to sleep through our alarm and everyone's going to start rocking up while we're still in bed. So we were pretty tired when it came to the first day. And
then yeah, about an hour before the event we started hearing a few people out on the street, and we're starting to realise the excitement's real and the anticipation's quite big. So we knew it was going to be a big day. But yeah, basically, 5 minutes before the event, I sort of stepped out onto the street and sort of looked around the corner, and it was like, holy shit, like there's about 200 people. So I started handing out lollies, and then to my surprise, when I turned around, I noticed there's probably another 200 people in the other direction as well. So we knew we were in for a big one right from then and there.
Yep, and then 6 months later, we launched in Sydney. This was 10 times bigger than our first sale in Melbourne, and we kept waking up at 3 a.m. thinking, how are we going to fit everyone? How are we going to serve all the customers? But surprisingly, it went off fairly smoothly, and now we're in lots of different cities throughout Australia, and our team has expanded as well.
And yeah, basically, thanks so much for watching. That's obviously us in a nutshell. It's been a pretty eventful story and ride. But yeah, we'll do a couple of videos, like one more video about COVID and how we pivoted and got through that, and some of the challenges, and also we'll then talk about a bit more about the future in the third video. So
tune in tomorrow.
Super excited.